We are back. It's now been 3 weeks, and I am now returned from yet another secret trip from Japan, taking that time to speak with big agency VTubers, small agency VTubers, indie VTubers, ex-agency VTubers, and ex-VTubers. Bringing us back now to NijiEN English, and their liver talent, Victoria Brightshield, recently debuting her 3.0 brush-up, and then less than a week later, NijiEN English making this announcement, stating, "We regret to inform you that the NijiEN English liver Victoria Brightshield will graduate from NijiEN English on November 9th, 2024 JST. Once again, that being Saturday, November 9th JST, potentially meaning an actual graduation date of Friday, November 8th for us here in the West. Their statement reading, Victoria Brightshield debuted in October 2023, bringing joy to the community through her unique laugh and cute doodles. We sincerely appreciate and thank Victoria Brightshield for all of her contributions as a NijiEN English liver, and we wish her the best on her next journey." Adding, additionally, TTT's first anniversary is coming up soon, and despite the circumstances, we hope you are able to celebrate the milestone together with Victoria Brightshield and Claude Clawmark. The official NijiEN English account, less than 48 hours later, announcing the TTT first anniversary merch drop, including acrylic stands, badges, mugs, cards, card stand sets, and fan name keychains. This all following in the graduation of Kanai Nakasato, another member of the TTT wave, a wave many have argued that NijiEN themselves did not properly support. We'll be speaking far more in regards to Victoria Brightshield's graduation coming up after her upcoming graduation date of November 9th. This all as TVS has now collaborated with multiple in-the-know sources that in the coming months, even more NijiEN English livers are planned to graduate, confirming at long last for us that yes, the NijiEN graduation queue is real, and among some livers within this agency, highly sought after. Once again, we'll have further details on that in upcoming episodes. Stay tuned. As at this time, and totally unrelated, we turn to Mogu at Mogu Ghost, taking time to collaborate now with the recently returned Sunny Splosion, the Space Bandit saying, "Live, let's cheer up a ghost girl. I feel like I've known her for like a year. Weird." And also posting, "I love this ghost girl. You will always be one of my best friends. Thank you for always being there for me. Mog champs, let's support her today." As we now turn to the Hololive parent company, Cover Corporation, recently being the subject in Japanese news headlines. This after the company had received guidance from the Japan Fair Trade Commission. Cover Corporation, in conjunction with the JFTC at the same time, releasing their own statement. The company, in anticipation of the upcoming Subcontract Act set to go in law in November of 2024, submitting their transactions to the JFTC, and the Japan Fair Trade Commission in turn giving them guidance. This commission stating from the dates of April 2022 to February of 2024, numerous deliverables between Cover Corporation and subcontractors in regards to live 2D and 3D work had become excessive in the number of revisions that Cover Corporation was asking. The JFTC finding instances wherein Cover Corporation had asked for revisions, but in their guidance had not provided proper compensation to the subcontractors. Some of these revisions being asked by Cover to the subcontractors hundreds of days after the initial work was deemed as completed. Cover Corporation saying this considerably inconvenienced contractors by requesting of them an excessive number of revisions or prolonging the conclusion of projects as a result of incorrect wording in written order specifications and instructions. Providing background on the situation at the time, that the number of transactions that were managed increased significantly during the period due to, quote, rapid expansion of their business, resulting in oversights and lateness when dealing with contractors and deficiencies in their internal structure alongside employee training. Cover Corporation going on to say that they have settled all late payments along with late payment interest for those transactions that were subject to the recommendations, and they'll be continuing to provide updates on any matters that arise in the future as soon as possible. Cover Corporation CEO Yago tweeting out, "We sincerely apologize to our fans, creators, and business partners for the concern and inconvenience caused by the Subcontract Act recommendation. We have received various opinions from you all, and we will take the recommendation seriously and work hard to make corrections and prevent recurrence." Once again, this all coming due to Cover Corporation being proactive before this act goes into full law in November of 2024. An act that could very well be affecting other VTuber agencies in the future that are based in Japan, such as Any Color Incorporated, alongside alongside Brave Group and many others. Japanese agencies like these, sometimes relying less on subcontractors and more in-house modelers and illustrators. Omara Polka's illustrator speaking on this matter, saying, to be honest, all VTuber work is tough. Most artists don't know how to draw illustrations such as a character portrait for live 2D, and the way modelers want the layers to be separated is often different. There are many large companies that do things that absolutely must be done, such as dividing the instructions into layers, but even if they do that, there are still things that are not in the instructions and things that need to be added, so the business is really difficult in many ways. As further now with Hololive, we turn to Hololive English's Hakos Baelz, soon set to guest star in Mori Calliope's upcoming 3D concert that premiering this Halloween, with Bae saying it's going to go harder than you can possibly imagine. This all in the wake of Bae's very own 3D concert this past weekend, that being #ChooToBae. Hakos Baelz at the end of that performance then turning into what she called Shiltaro and releasing brand new merch, including a Jadon My t-shirt, Jadon My acrylic stand, alongside a medallion, ice tray, voice pack, and original card. Bae being joined during the concert by other guests from Hololive, including Galgura, Hosho Marine, Koseki Biju, but not Ninomae EIEN. That despite Bae actually performing Bling Bang Bang Born during the concert and having recently released a cover of that song with EIEN. EIEN earlier tweeting out, "Hi guys, I have a bit of bad news. I really tried and I really fought for it, but due to the company's internal logistical issues, I will not be able to post on social media, stream, etc. until further notice. There were a lot of things I was planning, a lot of things I was participating in, but I most likely will have to cancel everything for the time being. I am really upset, but there's nothing I can do right now. I'm sorry I can't give you a more detailed explanation at the moment, but I will hopefully be able to talk again once I fly home sometime next week. I'm sorry again for the inconvenience," adding, "Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'll talk with you guys sometime next week." At the time being in Japan and then returning home, leading many to speculate what is the company's internal logistical issues. Then as we turn to an entirely separate Twitter account that has artwork that looks suspiciously like EIEN's, tweeting out just minutes later, "Wow, I really like buying cookies with my Visa credit card. Delicious." Then giving this bow and thumbs up. Yes, that was Ninomae EIEN on her past life account, very much giving a very clear hint that this was a Visa work issue, likely disallowing EIEN to work in any capacity within Japan. EIEN 9 days later returning with a stream and saying, "Wake up, it's taco time," and then explaining that this logistical issue nearly led to her canceling her plans that had been in the works all year long, many of which she had paid for herself and does not see being reimbursed for, saying, quote, "It very well could have been prevented if the parties involved could have done a better job. I personally have done everything properly on my end. If there's a headache, it's for the company to figure out. I did the best on my end." And while back home now, she will be returning back to Japan, where she will not be allowed to stream or use social media upon her return. EIEN following that up and saying, "I also just want to say thank you everyone for all your kind words and support through all this. It's been quite stressful, but I am still motivated to share what I've been cooking behind the scenes this year. Thinking about what your reactions about some of the things are going to be makes me really excited to keep working hard at it. Please look forward to it. #taco time." EIEN just hours later realizing that she had left her Nintendo Switch in Japan. This all occurring while this week we are not only seeing just one or two, but three former Hololive members now re-debuting as indies. That beginning with Dooby, formerly Amelia Watson of Hololive English. This weekend kicking off her Dooby 3D debut. Tora here with the screenshots and saying, "Look at this doob." That as Oro would confirm they were in charge of Dooby's character design. Days later giving us this reference sheet of Dooby. And this being a 3D debut, we have Yuli here with, "Thank you so much to Dooby for giving me the chance of making your 3D model. It was so much fun and a joy to work with you again." Others including Kanauru saying, "I helped create one of Dooby 3D's 3D lore videos." Marie at Mariette saying it was an honor to have made some of Doob's emotes, while Ori at Orihime had designed the icon logo you see around the Doob train. Ori also being responsible for these wonderful backgrounds we use during our streams and videos, along with our very own logo. As Bree would go on to post this, saying she did this, showing off the increased number of searches for Foley artists. That is, Dooby had major revelations of her life, revealing at last that before Hololive, she was actually working professionally as a Foley artist and even being a part of an Emmy-winning production. reaction. Dooby at one point also speaking in Spanish and revealing that she has a Cuban heritage. Reacting to this VTuber design here is Made Mint saying overalls, thank you very much for a cute design. This all while Dokibird had also revealed that she has been talking with Dooby, and a collaboration between the two is very likely to happen in the near future. Dokibird saying she is very impressed by Dooby's 3D setup and how inspiring she is to her. This all now turning us over to Yuki Sakuna, formerly Minato Aqua of Hololive Japan, and also this past weekend re-debuting with a brand new design coming by way of her former character illustrator and modeler while she was Minato Aqua. As Minato Aqua, she holds the record for the most watched VTuber stream with nearly 750,000 peak concurrent viewers, but perhaps even more impressively debuting as an indie with the third most watched VTuber stream of all time. Yuki's stream kicking off with 383,000 concurrent viewers. That is, this VTuber also launched a brand new cover song entitled Henceforth, now racking up over 1.6 million views in only 2 days. As who is also set to re-debut this Halloween, Thursday, October 31st, is Rika, formerly Yozora Mel of Hololive Japan, making this announcement, VTuber debut coming soon. And very quickly now, we're checking in with Nyatasha Nyanners, who for the second time has been banned from Twitch.tv. Lord Athelston reacting to that news in this manner. Nyanners confirming this was due to her playing Butt Slapper, that being a new game by Amarilla Arts. Amarilla saying Nyanners will forever be remembered as the one who slapped the hardest. I did this to you, I'm sorry. If you're reading this by any chance, I'll do anything in my power to make it up. I know it's not much, but you have my gratitude for playing my dumb game. Nyanners here later with, I'm definitely not streaming on YouTube, and then hours later being unbanned from Twitch.tv after just a day and 4 hours and 35 minutes. Coefficient remarking, the thing that irks me about this is I genuinely laughed at Nyanners slapping a set of floating ass cheeks to the Home Depot theme and got a laugh out of me. Meanwhile, quote unquote, gift 5 subs and I'll change my bikini while writing your name on my body is what Twitch wants on the platform. This bringing us over to Shark VTuber Megalodon VT. Mega now debuting her 2.0 model and giving us this reference sheet, only to be banned for the first time from Twitch.tv and offering up a potentially sus profile picture. Mega reacting here with, okay, I'm gonna become a VR chat streamer at this point, WTF. The reason for the ban being inappropriate attire. Megalodon saying, no warning while I was still live. When I toggled my bikini, I had water in the background and was in pools and hot tubs category. My underboob was not toggled on. What's the problem? Adding, sorry, shorkies. I hate that everything got cut short. I really hate disappointing you all. I should be unbanned tomorrow, so I look forward to continuing debut in subathon then. Mega just before tweeting out, okay Twitch, what's going on? I made sure to be terms of service friendly. Look at what this category shows. How is that fair? Twitch, could you possibly look over my account? If I could get a reason as to why I was banned, then I will make sure to make the corrections to my attire. Megalodon before this actually retweeting various clips of her stream in which she had focused on her chest and her hips, potentially showing off too much side thigh. This once again also bringing us back to one of the bans that affected Vebe, herself being told by Twitch staff that the reason for one of her bans was due to her actually focusing on her hips during a stream. Saratina reacting to that with, don't get me wrong, Twitch absolutely bans VTubers at a disproportional rate compared to facecam streamers, but I'm also getting real sick of some of you straight up lying and getting yourselves banned on purpose to farm Twitter engagement. I have nothing against swimsuit models and outfits, but zooming in on your booba/hips and calling attention to the physics, then acting surprised when you get banned is a no-go for me. While it's super unfair that IRL streamers get away with worse, two wrongs don't make a right. Kitsu replying to that with, thank you, I'm not saying she got herself banned purposely to farm engagement, but the terms of service were defo enforced correctly. Kitsu providing this unofficial, but often followed graphic. Megalodon following this up with a response by Twitch saying your account was recently suspended for inappropriate attire. A member of our team has reviewed your appeal, and after taking a look into the details of your case, we have determined that your account will remain suspended due to your violation of our community guidelines. Mega following this up with making changes to my model as we speak. I'm still not sure exactly what the reason is for the ban, but they did say it had something to do with attire. I don't know if it was the bikini or my main fit, but no more banning me for it's diaper time. Following that up with, I have fixed everything that could get me banned with my clothing and the water in my background. I understand lots of people are saying that there was sexualized content in my stream, but that's not what they told me they banned me for. The ban was for attire, according to Twitch. I do wish to say that after looking over this with a clearer head, I do feel this was unfair to me to draw the comparison between her bikini and my normal attire, there should never be a reason for me to try and drag down another creator. I'm sorry if this post was misleading to some or came off as disingenuous. Megalodon being unbanned after 1 day, 2 minutes, and 53 seconds. Also occurring during our absence, we have Production Kawaii, or currently Production Kawaii, an English-speaking VTuber agency based in Japan, who have announced they will be ceasing operations as of November 30th of 2024, stating that for their 15 affiliated talents, from December 1st, 2024, there will be no changes to their channels or social media accounts, and they will continue their individual VTuber activities. Production Kawaii kicking off 3.5 years ago in early 2021. This as members of Gen 1 and 2 would make their own statements, including Nene Amano saying, "While it's heartbreaking, I'm so happy I'll get to stay by your side. I hope you can still support me when I become an indie VTuber. Thank you for everything." Reina-san also saying Reina-san is here to stay, and seen memeing it up here. While further we have Lua Asuka saying, "We've been waiting to be able to tell you what's going on." Shiicho saying, "Joining Production Kawaii has completely changed my life, and I leave here grateful for everything we have done together. As I step into a new chapter as an independent VTuber, I hope you'll continue to walk by my side." She also offering up this man and adios. This as newer members such as Yuno and Mamie would offer up their own statements and their own memes. Mamie also adding, "Many of us simply don't have the energy to weed out bad faith Maros, so they're closed right now." Hiyori making her statement, saying she plans to continue streaming as Hiyori Milkami. This while celebrating 10,000 subscribers, all while we didn't know that Kawaii was about to blow up. Hiyori saying, "Help, why does this 5-minute meme have more traction than my statement I spent an hour on?" This as we also turn to Lethe Bonapucci, formerly Azuro Cecilia of Nijisanji Indonesia, tweeting out, "Dog, it's so Jover," along with Shiz, "Here we go again," and then going on to label herself as "I'm Corpo Killer." Isla Coleman adding, "Sorry if my reaction is a bit serious and sad. It's great that most of the talents are optimistic or at least lightening the mood. We really appreciate your support at this time. This just had a bigger impact on me personally as it involves a big dream of mine slipping away." Namaji Frisia here with, "I don't have a proper statement prepared, but I will thank you all for supporting us while we've been together as Kawaii, no matter what point you joined us. This isn't a goodbye, but a new beginning. I hope you will continue to support us all as we start a new journey." All here while Charlotte Suzu simply tweeted, "I still didn't put out an official statement, not even a meme." As lastly today, we also turn to the EIEN Project, a US-based VTuber agency, also now announcing their closure, stating they'll be ceasing operations as of November 3rd. Adding, after the company ceases operations, the channels and social media for talents like Sky Shinryu, Lei Shinryu, Miri Sapphire, and Amora Lumina will remain unchanged as they have purchased their IP and will continue as individual VTubers. The majority of the content for Zumi Takumi and Nanimo Navi's YouTube channels will remain available after the closure, but they will be streaming and creating content under new indie personas in the future. After the final streams with EIEN, we'll be adding links to their new personas in their YouTube and Twitter bios so they can be found more easily. Zumi and Navi have requested to have the remainder of the time off for streaming and socials so they can focus on their mental health. However, they have both confirmed they would still like to have their final streams on November 2nd. Zumi tweeting, "I love you all. Thank you for everything." And Navi also memeing it up with, "It's been an honor." Miri Sapphire during her announcement stream hitting connection issues. Here also with "Final waiting rooms up. This feels so surreal." Further tweeting, "EIEN found me when I was at a very dark point in my life. I needed someone to show me they believed in me, and EIEN gave me exactly that. Through them, I've had the opportunity to meet so many wonderful people I could only dream of becoming friends with beforehand. Even though one journey ends, one dream is over, and one chapter closes, it doesn't mean it's the end. Come November, we will make many new memories together." Blaze here also with, "After experiencing the emotions of my chat and my friends in the last few days, I've come to a decision. I will continue as Blaze Shinryu. After the closure of EIEN, I will be taking a 1-month streaming hiatus to reset myself and take a step back. After I will be dedicating my time to a seasonal job so I can prepare for a proper indie re-debut. I will only be streaming twice a week then. Everyone has been really nice to me through all this. It's strangely overwhelming because I'm used to negative energy in my life due to being depresso. I just want everyone to know that I really do appreciate the support of your words alone because the last year has been difficult for me outside of EIEN. I'm happy I built a community that enjoys me. It's all I've ever wanted. Thank Ryu." Now, while we have Kier here with, "This piece was meant as a gift for their 1-year anniversary. Sadly, that isn't going to be happening. Maybe the art brings a smile to some faces, so here it is. Love all you girls." As that is all for this episode. Once again, we have many stories to come in upcoming episodes. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send in your VTuber news to our Discord, as we will have more things VTubers say for you soon.